Hey everyone, Kieran here with Explorminate. Welcome to the first episode of the Let's Play portion of my little YouTube series we're doing here for Gladius Relics of War for the Tyranids expansion. That is pretty close to coming out. So, this is going to be not a... well, Let's Play is going to jump around a little bit. I'm going to go from here, if you watch my other video, where I kind of went over the overview, you know that this is kind of where we're looking at. I'm going to jump from here to a little further on in the game, not to hide anything, but just to make it a little more interesting, right? I did want to start at the beginning because this starts like any other race with Gladius. You start with a city, it's just kind of exploring a lot, hit next turn, waiting for your cities to get up, get some tech. So pretty much like anything, nothing really you've missed. I did want to start over because I was playing another game. It was pretty far in, and I didn't really have any early game saves on it. And so with this here, I have used the debug options just to boost me a little bit. So I'm going to be a little stronger than normally. Not a lot, I don't think. I wasn't really adding too many units. I guess I got this guy a little early, so that would matter. He spawned most of these guys, though. Most of the Termagants here. He just keeps spitting them out. So I am a little stronger than normal, so keep that in mind. But I just wanted to do that for ease of showing you guys a good game. So let's get right into this. So Tyranids. I've got some orcs up here to the north, and I'm kind of just blockading. Fortunately, we have this wireweed that's kind of funneling in here slowly. And then got some Necrons over here. And this is the second town, which I just threw down, as you can see. So let's get to it. So Termagants, they're small, they're mean. They can actually do quite a bit of damage, though. Let's level you up. Well, let's look at this guy first. He's my favorite hero so far. He looks really cool. You zoom in on him. So that's always a bonus. His abilities are pretty awesome. So he can either spawn a Termagant, and as you level up, their level they come out is stronger. So remember, level 1, great, it's just what it is. But by level 4, they're going to have 20% bonus to all stats. So getting a level 4 spawned every turn is pretty cool. Their other ability, Blood Progenitor, radius of 2 tiles, which is very generous. You get 50% bonus to attacks. And let's see here. It stays 50%. It just increases the tiles. And then the other here is going to be heal for myself and then any other unit. You can use it every turn. So this guy you don't really want on the front line. I know I have a lot of items for him here because I just picked him up. But he's really about healing every turn, spitting out your little guys. And then the mass incubation is pretty cool. I'll let you spit them out a lot sooner. So what do we have here? Then Hormagaunts, you're probably familiar with these guys. At least that's what I'm familiar with from my little bit of 40k knowledge. Who else do we have to go? Do you need to go? Do you need to go? Okay, shoot him right there. Got a casualty there. I guess we stay right here, which is kind of spread the love around a little bit. These are my Tyranid warriors. So again, in the other video, I'll just go over this briefly. You have to basically have, Synapse Link. Synapse Link, excuse me. So most units have to be adjacent one tile to a hero unit or a more, I guess I'll say elite. Maybe not elite's not the right word, but a more specialized unit that projects the will of the Hive, essentially. Otherwise, they go feral, which typically results in a loss of morale per turn or health, which both are not great to have to deal with. And what I actually want to do here, got my gargoyles. They're pretty cool. They're not actually like flying, so there's that. But they're pretty good. They've got the venom and the flash bore, so they seem to do a little bit more damage than just say the Termagants that are just shooting. What do we do here? You know what? We're just gonna skip this turn for now and see what happens with the Necrons do. Okay, Necrons pull back. Ha! That's pretty funny. Alright, so metamorphic Melanthropes just reduces the cost of cities. Let's come through here. You know, tech tree looks pretty standard. You've got your first hero off this, second hero, third hero. This guy's really cool. We'll get to him in a later Let's Play. Flying super fast unit. And yeah, just your standard, you know, tech tree. Here, we'll end up getting through this and looking through the units. I should probably select a tech though here. We'll go for the Harsphex, just because it's a new unit. It's always nice to have the new units, I think. Okay, there's something there. Good. Move everybody up just a little bit. Oh, that sucks. There's two of those guys? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this guy ran off earlier, didn't he? Okay. Let's keep everyone here. I got to keep my link up for the Hive, essentially. There's a kill. Let's rank up. Good, good. And we can go for heal or level 4 as opposed to right now. What are they popping out? Just level 1. Okay. Yeah, let's do level 4. That's going to make the ability last be worth a lot more, I think. Back just a bit here. Let's try to lure this guy onto land for us. Let's see. Yeah, I'm outstripped it with buildings. Again, this goes back to me using the debug menu here. I threw a few buildings in there that we still don't really have work for, so we'll just leave that for now. Skip the city. Alright. I've actually been surprised how well I seem to be doing against the Necrons. In my other game as well, because typically they were like a pain in my butt, I felt like. They were just always being jerks. And I am playing on medium, in case you're curious. So, you know, the AI doesn't really have any bonuses. It's just that straight across even. I think the ability where the Tyranid feels so powerful to me is how the AI will have units out here on their own. And I think the AI does that a little less on higher difficulties. But just really able to snipe them because you have so many guys. And they're really fast. Like, this guy, that's pretty far to me, it seems like. Hero, range. Just all these guys are moving. They're movers for sure. Skip through them. Didn't take my bait. That's fine. Let's just hold up here for a turn. Actually, we need to heal you up. And this Let's Play might not be incredibly long, because at this point you're probably seeing like, oh hey, this is how Tyranids are, and it's like, yep, that's how they are. Let's actually, you know, trying to think here. Oh, is our city going to be right over here, I guess? Pretty weird. Okay, just... Oh, it's a reaction fire. Here. They are on trees there, so... You know, unfortunately, not going to take as much damage. That's okay. Back here. So you can spawn them. Oh, the cool thing about spawning them is they can move the same turn, so... They're not delayed. Like, you spawn them, you get that unit right away, which seems very powerful to me. I mean, it's the hero's ability, so I guess it's fair, but, like, see, there we go. Killed another Necron, which again, you know, let's look at them real quick. They've got, you know, 6 armor. They're not pushovers by any means. Okay, coming in here. Oop, getting shot at a little bit. I don't know how far I want to push it. I want to at least find their city, though. Let's come up here. Okay, we've got that. Got some research. Got shot at. All a day's work, I guess. No casualties. Be 2 casualties. We'll do that. There we go. Oh, another. Yep, see, they're just everywhere here. I could use some kind of scout. You know, that's one thing I'm thinking of now. They really don't have an early scout unit, which is interesting. I hadn't thought of that until just then. There's definitely kind of a hole in their roster, if you will. Get up here just to spread our link. Let's take this from them. And then up and around. I bet their city's like right around that area. Okay, so we definitely need to, and I should have been doing this already, expand our city. Tyranids really do like support having a lot of cities, is one thing it talks about in the tooltips. And I feel like I agree with that. I haven't been like city spamming, but they do seem to just get up, and you can kind of specialize these forward bases more for troop production, it feels like. I mean, I know I only have 2 cities right now, so just come with me. You know, this in my other game you'll see this, because you build them and you only have the few resources to juggle, so you can just quickly, specialize it into, like, I'm going to do probably a brood haunt on this one, so that I'll be able to build the larger creatures that hopefully we'll have coming here soon. Alright, let's send in you. Oh, there's people there. Okay. We have found friends. Oh, we have found lots of friends. Okay. Interesting. Put you up here so they are all supported. Oh, sweet. We'll kill them off at least. Oh, is that their city? That's their city. Cool, cool. Alright, so we found the city. Take this. Get another casualty off. Get up here. Do we have... Nothing really else. We got the wireweed there. That's annoying, that barrier, but... Annoying but effective. You just scout out a little bit and... Heal a bit. Can we take this? Can we steal this from them? Haha! That's alright, they're very expendable. We're going to steal that for at least a few turns. Alright, so... It would be nice to build something. I'm just trying to decide what. Let's go another reclamation pool. Because at this point, I'm not really too worried about that city building a lot of troops. Do I not have... Yeah, we'll get that. Let me get those guys out. And we're going to go until we get a Carnifex, I think. There's just a cool looking unit. And they have a nice little ability, so that's always helpful. Okay, we won casualty. 4.6 as opposed to 2. Oh, that's a pretty big difference, actually. Okay, get them there. Okay, I'll just go to finish him off, that's fine. Try to get as much killing as we can here. I feel like we're going to need a little bit more to push that city. But we can snag some resources from them. Or some of the strategic areas. That will definitely hurt them. How many turns? We're 3 for heal. I don't know what to do here. I don't have enough to push a city. As good as these guys are, I've been chewing up the Necron right now. I know I can't push that city, so maybe we start pulling back a little bit. Just a wee bit. Let's see what they do here. Oh, they have a lord, okay. They're going to pick that off. I'm really strung out here. So... Can you get anywhere to help? Up here to help. There you go. Alright, let's compare this real quick. So... Yeah, they're 23 max health. Do I have a base level 1 guy somewhere? No. Apparently I've been putting on too much. Well, yeah, so you see they're doing 1.9 there. Oh, they're out of range of him though, so that's going to be skewed. Well, ignore that. The health though, so that's just I'm trying to point out the level 4 there is actually quite useful. Let's try to preserve you. Just pull everybody back to a bit. Okay. How's that city doing? Is it? Okay, yeah, it's going to build that for me. Good. Skip the units. Wow, really? They let me keep that. What's this give me even? Loyalty? Ooh, that's actually quite helpful. Okay, let's see what they do. Yeah, they're gonna shoot me. You know, they can take a small beating. Lost quite a few there, but it could be worse, I guess we'll say. Alright, so you can come right here. Here. Keep our melee on the front line. And then move everybody else kind of by them. Yeah, this way too. There we go. Just defend, and you might as well explore just a little bit. Oh, that's something else up there. Interesting. Red, I wonder what that's going to be. Oh, that's stinking Mega Boy being a punk. Okay, let's get some heals up. Heals. We'll just heal up here, spend a couple turns. Hope they let us lick our wounds a little bit here. Okay. And we're actually just going to power through here to the very end, I think. Oh, look at that, 1.3 compared to the 8. Ooh, that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. Okay. Well, we can bring you here to attack. You can spawn. Well, let's check. You're 181. Oh, yeah, so they get more attacks. That's right, not damage, it's more attacks. That's really good. You need to just pull back and not die, basically. Okay, 2 damage. I mean, could be worse. Yeah, they're doing nothing to him. Wow, that's pretty terrible, actually. Maybe we'll scare him away. We'll just pester him enough that he'll just have the need to leave. Oh, somebody's got his buddy. That's not good. Well, shoot. While I'm getting my butt handed to me, let me tell you a little story about the quest. So the quest for the Tyranids is actually kind of interesting here. You're essentially trying to survive a bunch of waves. It's interesting. You're a horde army. It seems a little bit like a horde-based system where you're trying to survive for a long time. You are quite literally... well, let me back up. The Tyranids are on this planet because they were experiments. Some of the higher-ups figured, well, this is a good place where it's kind of isolated to experiment on them and see how the Emperor can better defeat him. The ironic part of that, ooh, build both these guys 9 turns. Okay, we're just going to actually just speed through this as I talk about it for the next 9 turns, and we'll pick up down the road. The Emperor, well, they're doing experiments, they're in cages. When everything came, the warp stone, the world got destroyed, the orcs crashed, all that. Somewhere in that minor chaos, the Tyranids escaped. And so you basically emerge and you're like, oh, I gotta establish a foothold here, gotta do my thing. So that's where they come from. They were already on the planet, which is interesting because I wasn't sure if they were going to be actually like coming to the planet, or like how did they get here, because they have done a pretty good job with the narrative of like explaining, at least to a pretty good degree, I'd say, like why is everybody actually here, like what are they doing and such. So that's what we're doing here, and so with the quest, Essentially, they go from recapturing other feral Tyranid to surviving an invasion of there's some like alien artifacts that turn on you that you're trying to find out what's going on. Some space marines show up, some imperial guards show up, and they just kind of like spawn everywhere. And then there was the furthest one I've got to so far is a big old hive shows up, and so you actually have like 3 hive cities that are quite powerful, and they have even like that. One of them had 3 of the tier 3 hero, like the 3rd hero you would unlock essentially. So they can get pretty good. Let's kill these Defacoptas. For sure they're dead. Look at that. Here we go. Alright, and again, we are just trying to get shown off this unit here. So, but yeah, that's kind of what the quest looks like. I don't know how it ends or anything, but it's actually kind of fun so far. I hadn't spent a lot of time with the other quests, but it seemed fitting enough for the Tyranid. I could get invested in killing a lot of stuff, so it seemed up to par. Oh, look at this angry neutral guys. Let's bring you up. Actually, real quick, we're going to show the Tyranid Prime. He is a monster. So this ability adds 30% damage. This goes up to 90% damage. So, you know, he can output, I've seen 20, like mid 20 damage, I think, with some items easily on a turn. Now, that couples really well with, you say, oh man, but this is a really armored unit. Well, this exploits their armor, 50% less armor for 3 turns. So, if you have a really strong unit you need to take down, and that would really be effective even late game units, I think, you can pop this every 3 turns and just keep it weak. Alpha Warrior increases the radius of him. It's much like, well, it's not much like the other guys' abilities. This increases accuracy, which, you know, everyone has accuracy, 50% with these guys. Gargoyles come in at 50% as well. So, you know, if half your attacks are hitting, you can bump that up by 2. Let's actually look at that real quick. Your accuracy is 6. Yours is also 6. Something's not working there. Or is it not close enough? Oh, it's all Tyranid warriors. My bad. Okay. That's why. So it's going to apply to these guys here, which their accuracy is already decent, I guess. But so that makes them a lot better. And then that's good to know. It's only those. I didn't catch that before. And then adaptive biology, you take damage, and then the next turn you take less damage. And this increases percentage as well. So he can be pretty tanky, but he's definitely damage focused. So that's cool. Oh, we got our Carnifex, if that's how we say it out. So another just awesome looking unit. You got the big old, you know, just what are they? They're not talons. I don't know, killing arms, the biological gun, the teeth, the tail. So we've researched him. So he, you know, comes out 8 armor. So you notice it's noticeably more armor than our other guys. 24 health, which is about on par with all of them. But you know, keep in mind he's a single unit, so his DPS is not going to decrease as he gets hurt. We've got the cannon with a little bit of range. So you can shoot past the front unit fodder and then use it to break it, which is kind of nice. You have that. Let's look here. The Talon, you get 2 attacks with decent penetration and such. And then the tail now, again, 2 attacks at that amount of damage. So not too bad. Although that has pretty bad accuracy, 33%. Jeez. So a lot of options. And then the other neat thing with him, he can pop living battering ram, which gives him an extra 50% damage for a turn. So let's do this. Can you get over here? And we're gonna pop our override the instinctive behavior here for 7.5 influence, so that we do not lose lose out here on, well, we don't want him to get hurt, so. Alright, well, I just want him to kill someone now. Figured you'd like to see that, but apparently they're just running away, so. Chase the big robot, I guess, is all I can say. Oh, there's another robot. Okay, cool. So let's run up here. So these guys are very armored. So I like to think of them like Space Marines, essentially. So 7.7 damage. We get one attack. Let's see here. And then let's look. Okay. So 7.7. Pop this. 11.2. It's 50% there. So you can take one of these guys down to half with one hit, which is pretty good because these guys are quite tanky, I would say. They're very tanky. And put some shots into him. There you go. So there he is. He can hold his own. He's going to kill that next turn with the help of his little friend here. But we're going to leave it there. That's the first episode. Next one we'll get into... We'll see. I don't know. We might fight the Tyranids. The Tyranids, the Necrons. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us. But hopefully that was fun to watch. And let me know in the comments, if you have any questions about the expansion here. And we'll catch you next time. So thanks for watching.